here with Fae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in to another soap making adventure. Today's soap is a bit of an experiment. I wanted to try experiment. I wanted to try a wood grain design, and I've seen a lot of soap makers do this, and it just looks so magical and cool once they cut it and it looks like a real piece of wood. I think there was a soap challenge done recently, like Soap Challenge Club does these themes and gives out awards, I guess. I never joined because I just can't guarantee that I'm going to have the time to do such things. But this is just going to be a little fun experiment that I've been wanting to try. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that this is going to turn out looking like it should, so I'm not making any promises to myself or you guys that it is going to look like wood grain in the end. It's going to be fun. It might be a mess because you know me, and it'll be a new experience. So let's get started here. I have already added in my lye solution into my oils. That has coconut milk powder, kaolin clay, tussa silk, and sodium lactate in there. Whisking it because I want this to stay very fluid. There is a technique to this, and I'm just trying to do everything that I can to make this as successful as possible. So let me get this all incorporated together, and then I'll split this off into a couple of different bowls. Alright, let's color the soap. I'm doing a traditional wood grain color, so lots of brown. It would be a lot of fun if that, you know, were different colors. Maybe if this turns out successfully, I'll try this or attempt this design again and do some like fun colors. It doesn't have to be the color of wood. But I am putting some elay clay into that one. I'm going to put a majority of the batter in this magic mushroom. I kind of poured off a little bit more into here than I did into there. I want this to be the main color. And then into this bowl, I'm running out of this, but I have some black oxide to put in here. Now, the color might change a little bit because of the fragrance I'm using, and I will get to that, but let's mix this up some. So here's the inspiration for this fragrance. It is called Sandalwood and Incense. It is a fragrance oil from Crafter's Choice. I love woodsy, earthy, incense kind of smells. I'm that weird person that likes patchouli. I know it is not a very popular smell. I love it. So when I saw this, I thought I would love a soap that smells like that. I have to fix my liner here. This is not going to work out. Get some like coconut oil and slap it to the side. So that is what I'm setting that this wood grain soap in, and I thought sandalwood. When I saw it, I thought wood grain, and that's where the inspiration for this design came from. Let me fix my mold here and think about this for a second. So it claims that the fragrance is very well behaved, so I'm hoping that helps with this design as well. The notes in it are vanilla bean, sandalwood, and musk. It does discolor to a light brown, which will just darken out these colors a little bit, so I did take that into account. I'm going to add the lighter color to this side and the black to the other side in this fancy little pitcher. And then I'm going to go back and forth down the side of this mold that I've propped up on a towel. Just go back and forth on it as it's slanted until I get to the top, and hopefully I'm doing this correctly. So this little spout actually helps because you can rest it on the side of the mold, and it kind of keeps it, you know, for me anyway, from making a mess. It just kind of keeps my hand a little steady, and it makes this a little bit easier. So far it's looking good, and what I'm going to do is once I get to the end of the color, which here comes the brown, I'm going to keep adding the other colors to it, and I'm just going to go back and forth, and then I'll do like a little condensed back and forth to get a little bit of a design, maybe the wood grain or the knots in the wood, until this is all the way filled. I have an unbelievable amount of soda ash on this wall of soap. Ignore it, because we're going to cut it all up. I'm going to steam it, maybe bevel it. It'll be fine. It's kind of been sitting a while. I do blame the changing temperatures in this soap shed that does it. So I am cutting this finally, and it has to be cut a specific way. You have to, like, see, if you cut it like regular bars, you're not going to get much of a design. You have to cut it long ways first, and then cut it sideways. So this is going to be the length of the bar. That's determining the length of the bar, and then what you do is cut it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead, now that I have that cut into 3 chunks, I'm gonna get my soap cutter over here. So I'm gonna start by cutting off just the edges here, because I had so much of that soda ash, and then I'm gonna cut these into 1-inch bars, and then I'm gonna turn them and cut them again in half. So this is what the inside looks like, and I think it looks like wood grain. I am not too upset with the design of this soap. Now this soda ash is a whole nother story, but again, like I said, ignore it. I'm going to try and fix it. I really need to find a way to regulate the temperature in here. Haven't quite jumped on that expense yet though, but I need to. All right, so these are all cut that way. And I'm going to do that with the other chunks as well, and then I will cut them in half again and bevel them, and that is this design of soap. And I gotta say, I really love the scent and the design. I am not mad at how this turned out, so I will probably try it again and maybe get a little funky and do the different colors as well. What am I doing over here? Cutting things all unevenly. Alright, we'll fix that. So now that they're cut in these cute little planks or chunks of wood looking soap, I am going to take a potato peeler and I am going to bevel the edges, every corner, and that is that. And I think they are super cute. And I think these are good for like men, but I would totally use one. I, again, am a fan of these kind of scents, so I would use the soap. And I think I'm gonna give one to Bradley, and I'm gonna give one to my dad and see what they think about it. If you guys are interested in purchasing one of these, they will be available on the next shop update, which will be March 30th. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give me a big old thumbs up. If you are new to the channel and haven't done so already, join me for more fun soap making adventures by hitting that subscribe button. Questions or comments, leave them for me in the comment section down below. Let me know if you want me to do this design again, but maybe in a different color. Get funky with it, maybe hot neon colors, I don't know. I think it would look really cool if you did this design in any color, but it just looks so realistic when you do natural browns and whites and such to make it look like it's real wood. But it is going to be a lot of fun to do in different colors. So let me know scents and or colors of the next wood grain design soap that I managed to get around to one day. Again, thanks for joining me as I attempted this little experiment. I hope you have a very nice day, and until next time, smell you later.